welcome to the T. Lily Show. I'm your host, T. Lily. Woo! Yes, God is the head of my life, and He's so good to me. I have Infinity back on my show. Give it up for Infinity. He's going to be singing one of his original songs. But before we get started, I'm going to tell you guys, I walked in the studio this morning, and Mr. Michael is the co-producer of Pagnet. He had an envelope and a letter, and it stated, "Do not open until she films." Now, I wanted to open it anyway. And I said, "I'm gonna open this." And Michael said, "No. They tell us not to." And I said, "Well, the only person gonna know is us." And he said, "I would know. And my boss would know." So Michael is here to present me a letter and a yellow envelope. I have the slightest idea what it says. Please welcome the co-producer, Michael, to the show, please.
Thank you.
Michael, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Michael.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is my first time ever meeting you.
And this is my first time ever being on this show, so, man.
Okay, well, you need to get a little closer. I don't bite.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
I don't bite.
So, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for allowing me to bring this to you and read what's about to be read here. As you were just saying, this is the first time we've both known of this. I think you were very excited. You wanted to open it, and you
and you wouldn't let
and I wouldn't let you.
And you wouldn't let me. Make
Because
sure
we
you
were
say that.
following instructions.
You would not let me. Oh, my boss gonna find out I let you. So tell me if it's bad news. You know, you and I go box. Right? You know that, right? Okay. So which one are we gonna open first?
Well, there were specific instructions. It said first open the small one.
Okay.
Okay. And if you would, please. I'll read it if you like, but open.
Is it a check? No, it's not a check. Okay.
Let's see what we have here.
What we have? What does it say?
Dear T. Lily,
Dear T. Lily, that's me.
it is always a pleasure to have you and your team consistently filming new episodes of the T. Lily Show here on our studio at Pagnet.
Are you kidding me?
Your production brings an uplifting energy to my day. This is Harmony talking.
That's the big boss.
The amount of guests, talent, and audience members that support you is a reflection of how beloved you are to others. I enjoy meeting all of them too. You take such good care of your crew, guests, and our team here at Pagnet. I always encourage our interns to volunteer on your production because I know that you will look out for them and that they will have a positive experience on your set. Here we go, last sentence. Each time I watch an episode of your show, it brings a smile to my face because I am reminded of how wonderful you are. You are a bright ray of sunshine that brings so much light to everyone.
Oh, God.
Thank you for sharing your love and joy with us all. I am so grateful to know you. We love the T. Lily Show, and we look forward to our continued collaboration. Signed, Love Harmony, who is our supervisor here at Pagnet. Keep that. That should go next to this one. Why don't you open this as well? I already popped it back for you. Congratulations, you got an Wave Award. And the Wave Award is the individuals that have shows here. They put them out for award. It gets voted amongst all the organizations all across California. They vote on the show and its positivity. You heard what the letter said, and this is why she received this Wave Amount Award. Congratulations.
Oh, let's give it up for Pat. Look at this. Oh, this is bad.
You deserve it.
I'm stunned, I'm surprised, and thank you. Oh man, you got me crying, man. We need makeup. Could we go to a commercial, please? Can we please, Andrew? Andrew's in the back. He's my my boss, and Harmony is his boss. And this came from the bosses. Wow, can you believe this?
Yeah.
And it says, thank you, Sean. Spiritual and spiritual community producer, top the T. Lily Show. Drew Bird and the T. Lily Magnet. This is, wow. Okay, no wonder they said I couldn't open it. Are we still filming? Yeah. Really? Oh God, he got me crying and carrying on. Okay, we're gonna move on. Please welcome once again Infinity to the T. Lily Show. Infinity, first of all, I wanna, ain't this cute?
Yeah, and before
take our picture.
Yeah, and before we keep going, I just want to say that she definitely deserves it, and thank you guys for recognizing her.
Thank you. That was a weak clap though, wasn't it?
Clap it one time. Lily.
This is great. Thank you. I can't speak. Okay, Infinity. You back on my show. You went to New York. Well, you didn't go to New York. Tell us about your trip and why you was there.
So I went back home to Maryland, initially to visit family. My sister was graduating. She just she just found out where she's going to be doing her undergrad as a psychiatrist. And then one of my younger brothers also graduated. But the theater asked me to play Mr. in The Color Purple. So I ended up playing Mr. in The Color Purple and doing some ensemble work. The show was about 3 weeks out. I memorized the script in like a week. And what's crazy is that I was supposed to understudy, and the main that was casted, he got sick. And so the day of, he called me and he was like, bro, I have no falsetto, can you please do it? And I usually don't like to take on singing roles just because I'm trying to perfect and master my voice, or master it, but it was great, it was great.
Wow, you gotta give him a hand for that. So I'm gonna put it like this, it was all God. It was God's plan. Yeah. From the get-go. Not that he was sick, but to give you such a great role when you stepped out on faith and did an excellent job. T. Lily was blessed. God blessed me to write a book. And it's called It's a Jesus Thing. And it's such an inspiring story, and we played, it's a play. It's a lip sync musical. Matter of fact, I lip synced 3 wonderful songs in it.
Yeah.
And we was doing it at the Glory Center in Bellflower. And we was rehearsing, and the people that was there was crying. It was a teary eye. Infinity played my son. He was so wonderful that everybody thought you really was my son. They said, oh, T. Lily, your son can act. And I said, oh, we're not related. He just played my son. And I want to thank you for being in my play, my musical lip sync play. And not just that, we never did rehearse together. We rehearsed over the phone.
Yeah, that was new, but...
So the first time I was able to rehearse with you was the day of the event. Tell me what you think about It's a Jesus Thing real quick.
First of all, it's really well put together. I think it's a great play.
Thank you.
I'm glad that you got me involved with it. It was a challenging role, and it was a challenging process, or new process. Just doing it over the phone, just the rehearsals. But when we got together, we made it happen.
We made it happen. Didn't we make it happen?
Yeah.
We made it happen. Matter of fact, everybody was crying. The pastors, everybody in that room was teary-eyed. And it was like, oh, this is the bomb. This is the bomb. Now, you're on the T. Lily Show. I wanted you to do your song. Thank you, Lord. But you said, I did that song already. I don't want to do that song. Tell me about the song you're going to do for me right now.
Today, I'm going to do a song called Higher. At first, I wanted to do another song, and I practiced that song the whole week. And then just 2 days, or yesterday, I just changed my mind, called T. Lily and asked her if it's okay that I perform another song instead. And it happened to be Higher. So that's the song I'm gonna do. Good vibrations. just in time for the summer. So.
And not just that, but you called me up and you said I'm back.
That's
And
right.
I was so excited. And I said, oh, I got a T. Lily show coming up, could you do it? And he said, wow, I would love to. And you told me when I felt good. You said, you're the only one know I'm back in Cali.
Yeah.
You was the first person I called, and I thank you for that.
Absolutely.
You said I didn't call anybody else but you, so I was on your mind, and I thank you for that. You're gonna sing that song for me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We go see Infinity sing his song, Higher. See you in a minute. Don't move! Welcome back. T. Lily is back in the house. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Now we're going to listen to Infinity singing his new song, Higher. Here we go. Check it out.
Thank you, T. Lily. Thank you, amazing audience. Yeah. Yeah. I look at you and want to catch your groove. I don't know what I would do if I lost out on your love, baby. Because you take me higher, and I'm feeling your fire. I fulfill your desire every time that you leave. It looks like a Friday, turned up on the highway. You got me speeding, speeding, speeding toward your touch. See it on your face, don't hide it. Keep on going if you like it. I could read your mind like I'm psychic. When they hit the mall, they don't buy it. I'm on an island and it's vibrant. Baby, I'll be only on some flyers. Rock and gold change, you guessed it. I'm flexing, listen, church, preach, rock. I waited my whole life for this. Are you gonna ride for this? Cause I'm to the sky with this. I know you waited your whole life for this. And I'ma bless you, baby. And I'ma drive you crazy. I look at you and want to catch your groove. I look at you and want to catch your groove. I don't know what I would do if I lost out on your love, baby. Because you take me higher, and I'm feeling your fire. I fulfill your desire every time that you leave. It looks like a Friday, turned up on the highway. You got me speeding, speeding, speeding towards your touch. Inside your eyes, I say something that makes you wanna laugh and cry. Will you remember me for the rest of your life? Or will you forget me? Or will you forget me? Because you take me higher, and I'm feeling your fire. I fulfill your desire every time that you leave. It looks like a Friday, turned up on the highway. Because you take me higher, and I'm feeling your fire. I fulfill your desire every time that you leave. It looks like a Friday, turned up on the highway. You got me speeding, speeding, speeding toward your touch, toward your touch. You got me speeding, speeding, speeding. Everybody say, Lily, 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 Lily. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you.
Well, T. Lily is back, you guys. Yeah! Infinity, thank you so much. Higher, higher. Now I have a special guest. I met this lady through a wonderful friend of mine named Dottie. And she came to see Senior Sunday Spectacular. Matter of fact, she's seen me a couple of times. And she walked up to me and she said, I want to do a poem for your show. And I told her, sure. Not just that, but my family in New York love her. Everybody asks me, who is that woman on your show? And I say, her name is Laura. Now, Laura's story is so remarkable that I asked her, could she please be on my show and tell the world about her story? And not just that, she's a poet. Please welcome Miss Laura Roberts to the T. Lily Show. Yay! Hi, Laura.
Thank you so much.
Welcome to the show.
Appreciate it.
And I love your accent.
I love yours.
Tell me where you was born and raised with your accent.
I was born and raised in London, England.
No kidding. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And how long you been in California?
Since I was 27, that's 21 years.
21 years.
Yes.
And you still have your accent.
Apparently, depending on who you ask.
I love it. Can you say T. Lily for me?
T. Lily.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I want you to tell the world about your story, because I brought you up to Omar Wilson. You know, he's my stage manager. Yeah. So everybody give him a hand. I mean, he gives away gifts for everybody. So when you come to the T. Lily Show, you will get a gift. And he give you a magnet to put on your refrigerator with T. Lily Show. And thank you, Omar. You're such a blessing to me. And he was telling me that he knew you way back when you was in the world, outside, living in a tent and all of that as a homeless woman. Tell us about that story real quick.
Yes, well, it was around 2011, 2012, and cut a long story short, I was becoming homeless, and I was taken to a shelter in South LA, and when I saw the shelter, it was enormous. It's like the size of like an aircraft hangar, and I remember I burst into tears, and I was like, am I a criminal? I must be a criminal. Why have I ended up here? You know, it was a real soul-searching time. And there's a lot more to this story, but what amazed me is just now, Omar approached me and said, you know, I used to see you back then. I was in the same shelter, and it turns out we were in more than one of the same places together.
My God.
South LA, Skid Row. Okay. And now we're sitting here together.
On the T. Lily Show.
Yes. Nothing but God.
Wow, thank you. Nothing but God.
Nothing but God.
And you have family? You have kids?
Cut a long story short again, I've come up with a phrase, maybe God gave me this, that I may not have physical children.
Like me.
So for me.
I don't have physical children.
Right. The homeless have become my children.
Amen. Amen. Y'all got to clap for that.
Because we have so many people having kids, and it's a beautiful thing. And I would have loved that if that's what had been meant for my life. But who's going to take care of the adults? We have so many people neglected and hurting, and they all are in need of love.
Yes. So what do you do?
I'm a case manager in Skid Row, Los Angeles.
Okay.
And I've been so for 12 years now.
All right.
So what happened was, I went to another shelter right after the one I was mentioning just now, in the middle of Skid Row, and right there I hit my kind of lowest point, and I had pneumonia. I was terrified to look around the community. I'd never seen such violence. I'd never seen such suffering in such a small space. And that's when I, for the first time, truly started talking to God. The real, the real deal. And I said, God, if I'm seeing this amount of suffering, is there any way you could use me to help these people?
I know, right? Me too. Yeah. Okay. So you asked God, is there anything that you can do there?
A few days, sometime around that same time, this beautiful lady she was an HIV outreach tester, and she saw me on the streets, and she said, I've noticed you seem like you love helping people. And she goes, I think I have a job for you. And she took me into a place called the Weingart in Skid Row, and they were hiring in there this program called AmeriCorps Hope for the Homeless. And I was still terrified because I was still homeless.
You were still homeless
I remember
when you met
shaking.
this woman.
Yeah. But there was like a panel, at least 2 or 3 of them were doing the hiring, and they saw something in me that moment I had no, I was at a low point. I was on a self-hatred time in my life. And they were saying, have you ever done public speaking? And I was like, years ago, but nothing like that now. And the woman, I just started to gravitate towards her. I lost my own mother when I was quite young.
I was young. I was 27.
Wow.
How old was you?
24.
I was 27.
God
I lost
bless
both
you.
parents.
God bless you. I'm just learning so much.
Yeah, I
like,
know, right?
in front of everybody. What a great way to learn about each other. And I got that job, and that was 12 years ago. And one day after 6 months, she wanted me to organize volunteers, and I totally sucked at that. Okay, you had to kind of sell people into being volunteers. I thought, well, you either want to do it or not. I can't convince you to do it. So one day she turned around to me and she said, do you want to join the housing team? And I said, I think I would love to. And she said, but will you be good at it? And I said, because I was still, a broken person. And she goes, no, I want to hear you tell me. You're going to be good at it, aren't you? And I said, yeah, I'm going to be good at it. And I housed my first person in April 2012, and I haven't stopped.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for clapping. Well, I wanted to tell you about the homeless.
Yeah,
That what happened to me.
Yeah.
I've been performing all my life.
Yeah.
And one day God said, Tyra, don't you
Yeah.
dare call me that.
Yeah.
It's T. Lily. And he said, I want you to bring your plays to the homeless. And I said to God, now God, I'm broke. You know they all have 5 pennies. No, are you kidding me? And I wouldn't do it. And everything I touched failed. Everything I tried to do. Till I cried and said, God, help me, help me. And I heard him, take your plays to the homeless. And I started volunteering. And I remember coming home, crying to God, repenting, because I didn't know how good I had it till I was around a lot of people that didn't have it. And I'm so into looking at big superstars that I perform with. That's, huge and making millions, and that's all I seen. And I said, God, thank you. So I met so many wonderful people volunteering. Met Omar volunteering, John the Beacon Boys volunteering. A lot of people volunteering for the 4th Street Senior Center. I met LaDonna and I was volunteering there. And volunteering really means to give love. And you will return 10 times more. So I started doing plays for the homeless. Matter of fact, Omar, we did It's a Jesus thing for a couple of homeless places, and the people was crying and they was walking up to me, hugging me and saying, you just don't know what this means to me. And it truly changed my life. Now, you are a poet.
That's right.
You
That's
write
right.
poetry.
Yes.
Tell me about that, when you start doing that.
Yeah, so I was sitting in a cafe in Long Beach.
Okay.
And was staying with I had just moved to Long Beach, in 2017.
Glad you're still here.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I love Long Beach.
Absolutely. And I was in this cafe, the Pot Holder. If anyone's heard of that, the Pot Holder is quite big. And there was a flyer on the wall, and it said, would you share with us a story about your life, or a song, or a poem? And would you submit this to me? And it was Long Beach Community Theater, and it was a show about music. The theme was music. And I took a photo of the flyer, or took the flyer. I went to bed, and the next morning I woke up with my first poem. I wrote my first poem, and I have not looked back. And in fact, 10 years later, I performed, not 10 years, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, Martin Luther King this year, the person who created Long Beach Community Theater, Ann Wellman, put on a show called The Best of the Best at the Playhouse, and I performed that same poem. The last words of that poem are Martin Luther King's words, free at last.
Free at last.
Yes.
God
and
Almighty, I'm free
after
at last.
Jesus, I mean, we all need mentors, but
Yes.
he's definitely one of mine. And the whole belief in nonviolence is something so sacred to me. And I like to talk about that to people a lot, because I think that when you preserve that inside yourself, if you can, it's not always easy to do it, but it's like you keep your spirit intact. And everybody's spirit is it's priceless, I believe. People's spirits are priceless.
Yes, it is.
And that we've got to treat each other as such.
Well, I'm so thankful. Thank you for clapping. Yeah. You know, Omar bring me these cards every show. Affirmation cards.
Nice.
And I picked this one.
Yeah.
And it says, I'm proud of who I've become. And I am truly proud that I've become. Really, I'm really proud. Thank you, Omar. He brings in every show, and I know you are too. You promised me you was gonna read one of your poems to me. Tell me the title of it and the year God gave you the vision to write it. Do you remember that at all?
I must admit, I have no idea what year this came through.
Okay, but what's the title?
But I know the title is Transformation Song.
Transformation Song, S-O-N-G?
Yes.
Transformation, I'm proud of who I become. Oh my God, it fits right in.
Yes.
Come on,
yes.
let's hear this.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
This poem is called Transformation Song.
Okay.
Let's call an end to apathy. Let's call an end to hate. May we explode with courage so the truth won't have to wait. Let's walk forth in unity, united yet diverse. Let's break chains of slavery. Let's end every curse. May we move in harmony, rising up and walking tall. For we won't change humanity by shrinking back or thinking small. For we were truly born to be the changes of this time. And we can carve out destiny, for it is yours and it is mine. There is so much more to life than all that is horrific. So won't you please unleash your heart, and you will be prolific. We are the ones we're waiting for, and what we do will count.
Yes.
So seek your ways to share the truth in all you have found out. The purpose you've been sent to serve is infinitely blessed. Just ask your heart which way to turn, and you'll pass every test. Thank you.
Yeah! It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you.
And one more. Can I say one more thing?
One more thing.
Because the Spirit dropped into my when I was sitting out there and said to me, "There is nothing frilly about T. Liz." This woman is real. She's 100% authentic. And I thank you and I love you from the bottom of my heart.
And I love you too, because I tell people all the time, I'm the same. I'm the same. Roscoe's, I'm the same. Roscoe's, nah. Glory Center, what God puts together, and I'm the same. T. Lily, thank you.
I'm so proud
We
of you.
see you in a moment when my next guest, Bam, is in the house, and she's going to sing I Will Always Love You. See you in a minute.
I love you, baby.
Well, T. Lily is back. That poem was wonderful, Laura. Thank you so much, and I would love to use you in the future, so keep in contact with me, okay? Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I have a singer on my show who I love. I met her through Omar Wilson. Once again, he bring me great people. She have a voice to die for. Matter of fact, she performs for me in my different events. She also is a promoter herself. She's told me in a text that she's an MC and she put on shows, and I had the slightest idea because she's so shy. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to interview her because, you know, knowing Bam is like pulling the tooth out. You know, I have to ask her questions, and it's like, come on, Bam, answer me, you know. And she's very shy, and she said, you know, T. Lily, I do what you do. And I said, you do? She said, yeah. And when I get older, I want to be just like you. Ooh. I said, I said, older, what do you mean? When you get older, you want to be just like me. And she said, yeah, when I get older, I want to be just like you. And I said, well, how old are you? And she said, 40.
44.
And I said, okay, case closed, I understand now. I didn't understand then. But welcome to the T. Lily Show, babe.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, can you speak up?
Thank you for having me.
There you
Really
go.
good.
Now, if you get married, you got to say I do louder than that. You know that.
I'll try to remember.
Okay, you got to be like T. Lily, I do! And then 3 months later, say, I don't! Tell us. Oh, he's filming this. Oh, God, he's not going to take. Okay. Tell us about your shows. You told me you do shows. Tell me about that.
Clients would call me and want me to host their event, make it a birthday, anniversary, wedding, shower, graduation. And it would be like 5 hours, after 5 hours. And I normally create the program, which includes the host, the emceeing, the singing, even games, and some line dancing if they want to. And then I close, and that's it. They have fun.
And you the MC?
Yes.
And people could hear you on the mic?
Yes, they can, after a few
Okay.
adjustments.
Okay. So how long you been doing this?
10 plus years.
10 plus, you would never know it. I mean, you're so quiet. When you come to my show, you just sit there and wait for your name to be called. And do you write your own songs?
No, not
No,
really.
okay.
I also write a lot of poems, but that's when I'm angry. Or
Oh,
when I'm brokenhearted.
When you
Then I write
brokenhearted.
very deep.
Oh my God.
Not
Well, I
a
don't
lot.
want you to read
Not
that
a lot of time.
on the show.
No.
But I want to be brokenhearted. But let me ask you something. The songs that you pick, even they worldly songs, and I love it because she sung, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it. And I told you that song touched me because I was going through at that time in my relationship, and I was playing that song constantly. My heart was broken, and I was doing shows, and I had to say, I'm a survivor. And you said, really, T. Lily? I said, yes. So certain songs mean so much to us that they don't even know it, you see? Tell me what song that really touched you that you were singing for the T. Lily at the Senior Sunday Spectacular.
Honestly, it's Last Dance.
Last Dance? You kidding?
Yes.
That's our last dance for the whole show. Why?
I love it because my mom sang it, and I learned it from her, and it brings everybody together.
Yes, it does.
Yes,
So
even though
your
it's
mother's a singer?
Yes. Yes, and she's a pianist singer. She's a one-woman band.
Get out! Where's your mother?
She's in Florida.
When
Retired.
When she's
loving
coming in?
life.
Oh, she's retired. Oh.
She does a little blues thing here and there.
Okay, so is it when she come visit? May I meet her?
Oh, yes. You're one of the few that I want her to meet so bad.
Oh, thank you. Give me a hand for that one. Huh? Well, you know you on TV. You couldn't say no. What is your mother's name?
Connie.
Connie. Okay, so tell me about the songs you and your mother used to sing. Like what?
We used to sing At Last together.
I walked down the aisle.
Because somebody would ask me, which version are you singing, Etta James or Beyonce?
Etta James.
And I
It gotta
told her,
be Etta James.
I actually told them my mom's version.
Oh.
Her piano piece on that is so wonderful.
Oh, we have to meet your mother.
Yes. She would love to perform.
Tell her when I get my EBT card. Tell her I'll take care of her. I'll feed her. I would love to meet your mother. So you're going to do one of my favorite songs by Whitney Houston.
Another favorite.
We was talking about Whitney. I admired her so much, and I lip sync every song. I wanna dance with somebody.
That's
yeah.
the first song I ever sang.
Really? Matter of fact, you sung that for me.
Yes, I did.
At the
Yes.
Senior Sunday
Yes, I did.
Spectacular. I love her, and I'll always love you. I love that one. And when Whitney Houston died, I was so brokenhearted because the world didn't have a chance to pray. Just like Michael Jackson. You turn on the tube and you see them, they're gone. It's like, oh, you kidding? Tell me why you love this song so much by Whitney
It's
Houston.
so powerful the way she sang it. You can feel it. You know, you can feel it through her voice, and it's one of the few songs that I can sing to certain people or about certain situations.
Well, I'm dedicating that song to Pagnet Television and to all my guests and all the people I had on my show, that I will always love you. As a matter of fact, she sung that in The Bodyguard.
Yes.
When she did her movie, The Bodyguard.
Yes,
Matter
she
of
did.
fact, she did Sparkle, and she never lived to see the movie come out.
That's
When
right.
she did Sparkle,
That's right.
yeah, and I couldn't wait to see the movie. She played the mother in Sparkle, and Whitney Houston, her family, and when her daughter passed also, what is it, Christine?
Bobby Christine.
Bobby Christine. And it's like, wow, it just tore the world apart that her daughter died. And she always had her daughter at every concert. Every concert, she had her daughter with her. But I want you to sing that for the T. Lily Show. I will always love you. Would you?
Yes.
Yes. We'll be back in a minute. Thank you for watching the T. Lily Show. God love you, and so do I. She's going to sing one of my favorite songs. Yeah, baby. See you in a minute. Yeah.
If I should stay, I would only be in your way. So I'll go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way.
that's the end of T. Lily Show. I want to say thank you, Harriet, for my flowers, and also Mama Sean's daughter. She's in St. Mary's. As a matter of fact, I think it's Shantae. Lord, please, I hope I got her name correctly. And not just that, but all the people that have family that's sick, we are praying for you, and God is real, and he will heal your family. And not just that, to all my guests, I want to say thank you. Edwin, thank you. Yes, give a hand to Edwin. And my stage manager that decorates and do everything for me, Omar Wilson. And I have to thank the poet. She made me cry. Please, Laura Robinson. And my best singer had us sing, crying up in here, Bam. Our next show is coming up. Yeah, clap for Bam, too. Thank you. Mama Sean Kitchen, LaDonna, Nothing in the Box. Thank you for your devil eggs and everything you guys do for me, and especially the Pagnet. Thank you so much for my award. And my letter. We see you another time. Thank you for watching the T. Lily Show. God bless you. And remember this, God love you, and so do I. Good night.
It's a G.